Richard Osman reveals dad's heartbreaking betrayal when TV star was a teenager in a letter to his younger self. Pointless star and author Richard Osman remembers the moment that shook his childhood in a letter to his younger self. Pointless star and author Richard Osman remembers the moment that shook his childhood. Image, hand out by Maisie Bovingdon 14:27, November 1, 2021. Comments Richard Osman has admitted he doesn't reflect fondly on his childhood after his father walked out on him. Speaking about his upbringing in the Big Issues Letter to My Younger Self by Jane Graham, the Pointless star recalled the moment he found out his dad, David Osman, sat him down to tell him he loved someone else and was leaving. The BBC One quiz game presenter said, "I find it hard when I'm looking back at my childhood to have my dad in it in any form. Maybe Hess sort of there in my head, I suppose, but Hess definitely not in my heart. I remember very clearly when I was 9, and my world was a fairly great place, and I walked into the front room, he was there, my mum was there, my grandmother was there, which was weird, though of course I realized later that was for moral support, and they just said, look, your dad is in love with somebody else and Hess leaving. I just thought, right, okay. And he left and his entire side of the family never spoke to us again." The 50-year-old comedian says his dad's departure took its toll on him, leaving him going in a slightly different direction as he grew up. He continued, "I went off course, which is understandable, because I had to find a way to fix the pain. And everyone else's pain, which of course I couldn't do. I focused entirely on protecting myself, being overly careful about everything. Listen, we all have trauma and I had a much lesser trauma than a lot of people have," he added. "It's our ability to deal with trauma that's the important thing, and I dealt with it very badly, and this was 1979, when no one talked about such things. You got maybe a couple of days off school and then it was, right, let's get on with things. Looking back now, I think everything up to age 9, that is the real me. It took me many years, but eventually I found that again and that's how I feel now." The Thursday Night Murder Club author's relationship with his father still isn't the same after over 4 decades. He reminisced, "A few years ago, I went to see my dad. It was one of his brother's 50th wedding anniversary, so I thought, I'm going to take the kids, they should really meet the rest of this family. But it was so cold." Richard is grateful for the soft and caring maternal side in his family, and disassociates himself from the characteristics his paternal side share. He said, "The other side of my family, fortunately, my mum's side, are completely the opposite. Loving and open. So, I did all right. I think if I was talking to my younger self, I would say, you know what? You're a right, not an Osman. You'll live like a right and you'll have the same sort of career and life and kindness and happiness as a right. And that would be a massive relief to the younger me." He concluded, "I think if I could go back to any point in my life it would be just before my dad called me into that room and said he was leaving. Because I think I was a deeply happy child. I've spent a lot of time, trying to trace my way back there since. And I feel like I have now. So, I would go back to growing up in the 1970s, in that little house, sitting down with a little bit of paper and a pen and writing jokes. I was 9 years old and I've never been happier." Follow Mirror Facebook Twitter comment.